ahead.
Well, I have a really rare situation. I have a child with Oscar De La Hoya. So everybody out there thinks that I should be getting, like, raking in a lot of money, and I don't. And it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Because there's no equality in the kids here. It's like they all, one kid gets $62 million, the other kid gets a '98 Volvo to drive around in if it goes someday. But my point being is, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just a quick question to ask. Are you currently married, or were you married to De La Hoya, or,
No, if I needed to get any kind of reimbursement, I have to pay $10,000 to go to a private judge first. What's the point?
Wow.
I mean, I'm not going to be able, I think that's completely, it should be illegal. I don't even know if I can even go to see if it's illegal because I don't have the $10,000 for the private judge to go see. I mean, that's ridiculous. So I'm just saying, if you make too much money, if you're a high income earner, you go into a different bracket. It's not based on the income. It's based on whatever they want to pay, basically. And there's nothing you can do. You can't go back. You can't get it modified. And, I've been trying to get $8,000 back in reimbursement for psychological costs my son went to therapy for, and I can't.
Without disclosing too much information, and once again, I'm just going to bring this up. You can plead the fifth if you wish. Would you consider yourself in a high-income bracket, middle-income bracket, or low-income bracket? Yourself, you.
Myself, I would be in the middle.
Okay.
And that's interesting. And the main reason I say that is because in a situation with someone like Oscar, I was always curious about this. Someone like that, I would think, should be able to handle it on his own, and you guys talking it out and coming across. What made you take him to court, the system?
Actually, I was. They shut down all the phones. They changed all the numbers. I was not able to talk to anybody in that. I was completely shut down, and my attorney had to go as a witness for the DNA test, and it was done in Long Beach. And that was the thing. I really wish we could have come to some agreement, and I really wanted, my son to be able to visit his dad. His dad, he doesn't visit, and you just can't. There's no amount of money you can put on a father. So,
Angelique, can I ask you a personal question?
Sure, go ahead.
What was the nature of your relationship with Oscar before you became pregnant?
Well, at the time I was married to the drummer Great White. He was in a band, he was touring. And so that was the big secret thing, was we all want to keep it hush-hush because, Oscar's having an affair with a married woman, yada, yada, yada. It's like,
also
it's not the child's fault.
Was Oscar also in a relationship himself at the time?
No, Oscar was not. It was right before they did the switch with Shayna kind of thing. It's like, I decided I was going to keep everything confidential for both Oscar and for Great White, the band. And even though I was legally married, he was touring and he had his girlfriends, and they called my house. And so it wasn't even like, but legally speaking, it would have looked really bad for Oscar. And so, to prevent damaging his image, I agreed to keep it under,
Are you getting some sort of fee for that? On the real.
I'm sorry?
Are you getting a fee for that?
A non-disclosure fee.
Trying to keep it hush-hush prior to tonight.
You know what? No, I actually, that's why I'm calling you right now. I don't really care about that anymore. I mean, that's the bottom line, is if I would have went on TV like Shayna screaming and crying and, $62 million lawsuit against him, I would be okay right now. But I thought keeping it quiet was doing a favor for the future relationship between my son and his father, and it didn't do anything. It just buried me deeper, and now it's harder to climb out of it.
Right. And Angelique, how old is your son now, and does Oscar have any relationship with him at all at this point?
My son is 10, and I'm right now still trying to talk to Oscar and let him know that, his son's tried many times to see him, and he's been kicked out like a stray dog.
Does he acknowledge that he's the father?
Oh, yeah, he writes about Devin. He knows, he talks about Devin, but does he see Devin? No, he doesn't, but he will. He will, because I believe that that's what's, I'm doing everything I can just to make sure that Oscar knows that his son loves him, and I've never said anything bad about Oscar in front of my son. But, my son's 10, and he's not stupid, and Oscar just retired. So what do you do? What am I supposed to say? Now, he's not working. What's he doing? Where is he?
Now, Angelique, are you getting any child support from Oscar?
Yes, I am. Yeah. I've been getting the same amount for 10 years, and you know, the thing is, out of respect for the Oscar, I don't even want to say, but the thing is, I drive a '98 Volvo, and I've had it for. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and I live check to check. So I'm a full-time mom, and you know, I work part-time, so I do some stuff.
Wow.
But you know, if people think that I should be getting, I think it's based on the California state guidelines with a DISA master, I should be getting $327,000 a month.
How much?
$327,000 based on the DISA master.
And let me ask you, based on his other children, is there inequity there in terms of how they're being cared for financially?
Well, they all took payoff. They all signed an agreement stating that they would keep everything confidential, and I wouldn't take the payoff. I said I can't make a decision for my son that he can't go around his dad. That's not my decision to make, and I refused to do that. And so I didn't get the millions. I just, you know, got a trust fund that's set up in the name of John Doe, and it draws an interest every month that I get a check on, and that's about it.
Now, is there a lump sum payoff that at a certain point does this trust fund?
No, there's no college fund either. There's no college fund. At the 18 year of 18, that money in that trust fund will be probably, I don't know, in the millions, and it'll go back to Oscar. So if you
it goes back to Oscar when he wow.
Now, I'm just going to say this, and I'm just keeping it real for all our listeners and everybody out there on Ustream. Now, you could be just someone who's just making this up, but I believe you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm keeping it real, and I appreciate you coming on and sharing this.
Well, you know, I've been trying to YouTube my videos and talking about it. It's under Angelique 777. It's ANGELICQUE 777. And I go on and I talk about it. My son's on there, and it's no secret, you know. I'm trying to get the word out, and I just think that the child support and listen, the children without fathers, this is an epidemic in this country, and we would have a cure for this already if it was a disease, and we need to do something about this now. There is no price you can put on a father, period. Every child needs his father. Every child has a right to his father and should be able to walk up to his dad and not get kicked out of an MGM because he walked in to see his dad fight. It's ridiculous.
And to add on to that, every mother should want the child to be
every mother.
Absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. You have no idea what I would give just to be able to let Oscar know how many times my son has wished a birthday or asked Santa for his dad.
Well, I tell you what, we relentless in finding out, you know, certain facts and trying to reach certain people. So we will be reaching out. You know, we got a little pull here on BKS1 Radio. So we'll be reaching out to try to actually get Oscar to call in.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate that so much.
All right. So we definitely, so if we can get a contact or whatever, if you see our info information, send us an email to, what is that?
info@bks1radio.com.
All right. Thank you.
Definitely, Angelique.
And thank you for your story also.
Yeah, we thank you for calling and actually we sympathize with you. Definitely.
Definitely wish for the best for your son.
Definitely. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Exactly.
You know, I just want my son to spend some time with his dad. It's not about the money. It's just time, you know.
Exactly. And that's what's
most
important. Exactly.
That's invaluable.
We thank you for calling in on BKS1 Radio.
Tell Oscar to set up a 12-round joint with Chill. That's what it's up.
Bye-bye, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Popping the vocal booth.
Now, let me say something real quick, and I'm going to keep it real. Now, in a case like that, guys, he needs to be penalized. If they found out, if what she's saying allegedly is true, because this could be somebody told you, but I tend to believe her.